Bakugan Brawlers, and welcome to another Bakugan video. Today I'm going to be reviewing each of my Bakugan Longfly collection. So if you guys not know that Longfly, especially the Pyrus Longfly, is my favorite Bakugan. So I'm very happy that I finally gotten each one of the attribute of my favorite Bakugan. So this video would be a pretty simple video, mostly comparing each of the attributes of these Bakugan, and I will give a few information about them. But if you guys want to watch more in-depth video about Longfly, I've done a review on my favorite Pyrus Longfly. I'll put a video in the description or on the top right corner so you guys can watch that video. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So Longfly was first introduced in Gundalianinvaders, and it was released during the third wave of the Bakugangundalianinvaders. So Longfly is very distinctive with its long body shape, hence its name Longfly. And Longfly is also known to be a very powerful Bakugan. For example, my favorite Pyrus, it has 1150 Gs. This makes it great for battling, and also it is considered one of the top 5 most powerful Bakugan species, as most with the special evolution Bakugan. So if you do play with the special evolution rules, which is the Gundalianinvaders rules, it's quite easy to get him out into play. It just needs a strike flyer under 700 Gs, I believe, and with a power level 3 or more. That's its reference card. And if you play competitive or Mechtaniumsurge rules and later, the evolution rules is not quite needed from there, but anyways, its G power is just really powerful. And also another thing about Longfly is that it takes a lot of space on the gate card, making it great to cover your opponent. But with such a high G power Bakugan, I would doubt someone do that, because it would be better for your opponent to fight with your strong ones. But the option is there for you to use. And the last thing I would like to mention is that Longfly is very good at opening, because its magnet, like with most of the Gundalianinvaders Bakugan, has a quite big magnet, so it's very easy to get him opened on a gate card. So with Longfly, the first Longfly I got in my collection is my favorite one, Pyrus Longfly. I've gotten him in 23rd of September 2010. So almost marks the 14th year of my favorite Bakugan, and it's my main Bakugan partner. I use it almost in every battle, and it's really good. So yeah, I got this one in September 23rd, 2010. Then the second Longfly I got was the Chaos Longfly, which I got in around January 2011. It came with the Helix Dragonoid. Then I got the Ventus Longfly during, I think, March or April of 2011. It came alone in a booster pack. And then during the summer of 2011, I got the rare Aqueous Longfly. There are a few videos of him out there, but he's known to be quite rare. And then fast forward all the way to this year, 2024, in May, I've gotten this Subterra Longfly. It is the second newest Longfly in my collection, and the newest and also the rarest Longfly, and possibly one of the rarest Bakugan out there, and I will explain to you why, is the Darkest Longfly. I got this one just last month. The thing about Darkest Longfly is that I've seen only 3 images of him out in the internet. One is being like since 2011, we do not even know the owner. The other being from Bakucol, a very well-known Japanese Bakugan collector. He has almost every Bakugan out there with every attribute you can think of. And the third picture is a guy from who I bought this Longfly off from, and he actually reached out for me first, and I was really happy for him to do so. It was quite expensive and also just like very rare. It's the only Longfly I needed to finish my Longfly collection. There's also a prototype Longfly out there, but there's only just a few images or just even one image of him out there, so I don't know if someone has it or not. But basically, for the released Longfly, this is possibly one of the rarest Bakugan, I could say. well, at least the top 20 rarest Bakugan. I wouldn't say the top 5, but top 20 rarest Bakugan, I would say. He's very rare and not known about also. Darkest Longfly. I haven't seen a lot of images, just only 3 like I said earlier. So I hope this video brings a bit light on the Darkest Longfly, and me and others can do some more research about him and see if he is actually that rare or not. So yeah, each of my Longfly, I'm very happy that they each come with their own DNA code. This is basically meant to be that these are the earlier releases, just because some parts of the world got Gundam Invaders later than the US and North America regions. That was after the Bakugan Dimensions had been cancelled. So from that time onwards, these DNA codes were useless, but it's really nice to have on each of one of these Longflies. So you could see the Pirates Longfly being one of the most common one. You can see with mostly red, yellow and orange, basically pretty similar. All of them are similar as the Gundam Invaders color schemes. Then we go with the Chaos, very nice and iconic, especially with the Chaos and Ventus. They both are the you could say the main attribute of Longfly. These 2 attributes of Longfly are the only ones shown in the anime, so they're pretty iconic because of their show appearance. And then we go with the Subterra, with nice dark brown stripes around its body, with orange and like a sand color for the Subterra. Like I said, very similar for the Gundam Invaders color scheme. And then we will go with the Aquos Longfly, pretty worn up, but still in amazing condition for rolling and battling, with its nice teal, you could say, dark blue and red accents. And with the rare Darkest Longfly, black with green. This is the time when Darkest started to pick up the green and yellow as its secondary and tertiary color scheme. Alright, so here's Longfly in the open form, and I would just like to remind the only manual parts being its needle and its tail, 2 small extensions on the back wing, and this extension on its back also. So these are only the manual parts for a Longfly. So you can see this is the open form for each one of them. I'll give you a nice look on each one. And you can have even a sneak peek on the G power, but I'll also show the ranking on each G power of these Bakugan. And like again, I just want to remind everyone that these are the only Longfly attributes ever released. There were no pearl, translucence, clear Longfly released. So with the G power, the 2 weakest Longfly is the Chaos and Ventus, anime attribute of the Longfly. Both of them have 1100 Gs. Weak for them, but in total is very, very powerful compared to other Bakugans out there. Then we go with the my favorite Pirates Longfly and Subterra Longfly, having the same G power of 1150 Gs. So a 50 jump from the Ventus and Chaos. And then we go with the Aquos Longfly, the second strongest Longfly, being 1180 Gs. 30 Gs jump from the Subterran Pirates and 80 from the Chaos and Ventus. And lastly, the rarest Longfly with also the strongest Longfly, 1200 Gs, Darkest Longfly. Alright guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe and share for more awesome Bakugan content. See you in the next Bakugan video.